You're late.
I know that, but I want to talk about the letters Michelle and Anna Duggar wrote to the judge right before Josh's sentencing. You guys have left some really informative and insightful comments, so I would love to hear what you have to say about this one as well. Please leave your thoughts and observations down below. And also a quick disclaimer that this video represents my opinions and feelings, not necessarily facts. So I do encourage you to do your own research, form your own thoughts. I am just throwing my own 2 cents into the air. Let's get into it. So I'm not going to read the letters out loud, but there is a link in the description if you want to read them for yourself. The first thing I noticed about Michelle's letter is how unprofessional it is. Did they have anyone educated beyond middle school look this thing over before it was given to the person deciding Josh's fate? Who in their right mind starts a letter to a sentencing judge with, "Hello, this isn't the family Christmas card, Michelle"? Although, even on the Christmas card, I wouldn't recommend signing it with a heart over the eye like you're slipping a note to your 6th grade crush. Girl, your son was convicted of being the worst kind of criminal imaginable. It's not cute or endearing. Michelle, it actually makes me worry about your mental health and wonder if you even have a full grasp on reality. It also makes me wonder if you're so opposed to criticism that you couldn't even handle letting someone proofread a letter. Seriously, Michelle, mother to mother, please consider therapy. Anyway, her take is incredibly tone deaf. She insists that Josh has a
Tender heart, is generous, a good provider, well organized, and patient.
and she is partially right.
From a certain point of view.
Although Josh doesn't have a tender heart, he has a tender grasp over his criminal impulses. He's not just generous with friends, he's generous in sharing illegal videos of children over the dark web with his criminal buddies. He doesn't just provide money for his family, he provides painful humiliation and emotional turmoil. And I think we can all agree that Josh is organized and patient. He was organized enough to keep his crimes a secret for years, and patient enough to wait until everyone left the office for the day before accessing illegal materials. Michelle also mentions Anna, saying the two have learned
Important life skills together.
I don't doubt that Josh has acquired new skills since getting married. Hiding your addiction to porn is a skill of sorts. He's now very good at compartmentalizing to keep his perversions away from his family life. And I have no doubt having to hide the truth from Anna made Josh a more effective criminal. And I'm sure the judge is thankful for that insight. All this letter tells us is that Michelle has very little understanding of the magnitude of what Josh has done. At least, I have to assume she doesn't understand because she ends the letter hoping that her child predator son will soon be reunited with his innocent children. How much Xanax were you taking during the trial, Michelle? Did we listen to the same evidence? And look, I'm not without compassion. I feel sorry for any parent who is forced to watch a beloved child ruin their life. I just can't help but wonder if this level of delusion is what contributed to the formation of Josh's character. How many times can troubling behavior be excused away before the child believes they are above explaining themselves? I also wonder if Michelle is this blind to all of her children's flaws, or is Josh the exception? If he was, I actually feel sorry for the young boy Josh once was who really needed help, not excuses and cover-ups. For his victims, that is probably a difficult thing to ignore, and 4 of them are Michelle's own daughters. When I got to Anna's letter, I was initially more hopeful because she begins with a more professional, more respectful tone. She thanks the judge for his time and his consideration. I think you can tell she learned a few things about the court system growing up around her father's prison ministry, because we all know that isn't from formal education. But my hopes were immediately dashed in the very next paragraph when she says that Josh is the kindest person she knows. I'm sure he is kind to Anna. She's been the perfect cover for his double life, so it was in his best interest to keep her happy. As I said in the iceberg video, I do think Josh is an intelligent person. Anna goes on and on about how great Josh is with the kids without a single hint of concern. Yeah, Anna, he likes kids. That's why we're here. Ugh, the whole thing just makes me cringe. Like Michelle, she also goes on and on about what a great provider Josh is and how generous he is. She then compares him to Ronald Reagan by misquoting Ronald Reagan quoting a sign in the Oval Office.
There is no limit to what a man can do or where he can go if he doesn't mind who gets the credit.
That may be true, but Josh has also proved that there is no limit to the amount of bad you can do, especially if you don't want the credit. Then there's this whole rant about some random guy named Tommy, which was really weird. I hope Tommy agreed to be used as an example of some poor unfortunate soul who was blessed with Josh's benevolence. Wait, I thought Josh didn't want the credit. Anna does end the letter assuring the judge that she understands how serious the crimes were, but the fact that she asks for her children to be reunited a sentence earlier,
Determined that was a lie.
at least Anna didn't scrawl any hearts into her signature, so there is that. If anything, I think these letters harmed Josh more than they helped. Compassion and forgiveness are great things, but they should come after the offender takes accountability, which Josh has yet to do. As far as I know, he's still appealing his case and pointing fingers at others, so in my opinion, he has learned nothing and will never learn as long as the people in his life continue to cloak his behavior in the language of sin and redemption. Michelle, Anna, he wasn't tempted by Satan. He clearly has deep psychological damage that needs to be unpacked by a qualified psychologist. I truly hope Josh gets the kind of help in prison that he should have gotten as a teen in his home. Of course, these are just my opinions. Please let me know what you think. Do you think Josh will ever take accountability for what he's done, or do you think he will keep denying and blame shifting? I know what I think. Have a fantastic day or night, and I will catch you next time.